For me growing up, I wasn't aware of all the opportunities available. I liked animals and thought the only job available to me was to become a vet. It's really nice now being involved in these kind of programs where we can actually go into schools and really showcase to students there's a lot more job opportunities than those typical ones that we think of in agriculture. My name is Dr. Jamie Manning. I'm a lecturer in agriculture at CQUniversity, and this is one of our research projects that we're delivering this week. Today we are at St Joseph's in Clare. We're spending a couple of days in the Clare Valley, engaging with both primary and secondary school students and getting them to explore their career interests and strengths and how that ultimately can translate into a career in agriculture.
So Wine Australia has partnered with this project because it's really important for us to demonstrate the breadth and diversity of careers in the viticulture and wine industry. The Australian wine industry, like many other ag sectors and industries that are based in regional and rural areas, are really struggling to find the skilled workforce that we need to take us into the future. The other thing for us is that it's really important to demonstrate the breadth of roles and careers in our industry. I think there's a misconception that we just have winemakers and grape pickers. So we're doing a range of different hands-on activities. Really, we're showcasing that it doesn't matter what your strengths and interests are, there is a role for you in agriculture. And we're showing that your interests might align to being someone that's a bit more artistic or some scientific investigative skills, and then leading them into, well, these are some of the jobs. If you've got these skill sets, you've got these interests, this is where you ultimately could end up with in the sector. Teachers for us are the big source of translating the career opportunities available in agriculture.
It's absolutely crucial for students to get out of the classroom and to get into industry practice basically and actually see what actually does happen. Yes, you can highlight the careers, but it's really about communicating what those people are doing and what interests them, and then trying to tap into those kids in terms of their strengths, which is a beauty of this program, is that they actually look at the person that's in front of them, what are they interested in, what are their strengths, and then they're mapping that. So hey, if you've got this skill set, this is transferable into these careers, which often they haven't even come across those before, because often they just think, okay, careers is what mum and dad do.
The Clare Valley is one of our premium wine growing regions. We have a fabulous sector here, a really vibrant community. It's important for us to demonstrate what roles are available in this industry. It's an industry that's right on the doorstep of these schools, and they often don't get the opportunity to get out and have a tour of a vineyard, to see a working winery, to listen to people working in the industry.
When we meet people in agriculture, they're a really passionate bunch around what they do, and there's nothing better than showcasing and bringing industry and students together to see that. So every day when we do these programs and face-to-face and deliver activities, we really do just see the joy on students' faces of getting them to try new things, think outside the square, and most importantly break some of those stereotypes around what a career in agriculture looks like. So students at the beginning of the day do a survey. We're really interested in understanding what their perceptions and knowledge of the agricultural sector are going into the program. And then at the end of the day, we ask similar questions to see, can they actually name a job in agriculture? Can they see a job they might be interested in? Or can they see how their strengths and interests could eventually align to a particular job?
I think the most fun activity for me was exploring the winery and learning about the different ways that you can make wine and how it gets from the vineyard to the winery.
Something that I've learned today was probably that to grow a good crop, the pH level has to be around 7.
My favourite activity was the pH testing and exploring the different types of soil. It was my favourite because you got to get your hands dirty and explore different types of soil.
Something I've learnt is how much overall how much effort goes into making wine and all the aspects of it, and how there's so much that people do to make it.
Some of the tractor driving would be good in the wine industry. I think that would suit me the best because I live on a farm.
It's absolutely crucial for us to connect with industry because agriculture is just so diverse that we don't even know 1/10 of what actually happens out there. And even if we think that we went through uni and learnt a little bit about it, it changes so often and every season is different. So you have to keep learning.
In order to really inject new ideas, new skills, and new passion into the industry. It's critically important that we can interact and educate the young people to think of the wine industry as a career path.
There's a growing change that we see, a variety of new skill sets that are needed, new innovations and ultimately new ways of thinking, and students are the perfect way to translate some of those new thinking, new skills and new ways to address a problem that we can face in agriculture.